Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Universal edition of the Diz Unlimited podcast. I am the executive producer around these parts, Ryno, and joining me today is the one, the only theme park correspondent, Chloe Ferreira.
Hey, what's up? Wow.
Yeah, sorry. That's my, are you ready to rumble? Halloween brings it out of me, baby. Happy Halloween, everybody out there is watching this on the day this was published.
Trick or treat.
Yes, and we sure do have a bunch of treats in store for you today because we are talking Epic Universe. We are talking holidays at Universal, and we're just talking period. So before we get into it, I want to remind everybody that this and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Universal vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip, and you help support the channel and all the content that we produce. So check them out, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com for a free, no obligation quote today. It is also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. We could not do this without you. If you want to learn more about how you can get exclusive content from different members of the Diz team, you can head over to patreon.com/DizUnlimited. Now that I have done the plugs, and I feel like they're very important plugs today because, we've gotten some really exciting news. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this. We finally have a grand opening date for Universal Epic Universe, and that date is, Chloe?
May 22nd.
Imagine if you were like, I have no idea. You're like, I don't know, girl, I never heard of it. Yeah. Chloe said it, I cut her off. May 22nd, 2025. I would have put, if I was a betting man, I would have put money on Memorial Day weekend. It's like right in there, right?
Yeah. It's right after May 22nd, so.
Listen, I'm excited because I'm happy that we'll get to experience it, hopefully before it feels like we're living on the sun here in Florida.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you come to the theme parks when you can come to the theme park. Some people can only come in the summer, and they bear with that heat. Some people love the heat. I don't. But you know what I do love? Universal Parks, and I am excited to go to this. So.
It's October 30th, 2024, and I'm very much looking forward to October 30th, 2025.
Yes.
At Epic Universe.
Yes. We did say Happy Halloween, so she just let out the secret that we're recording this
Hi,
before.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween.
It's been Halloween in July.
It's
in my
Halloween,
house, so,
honey.
Since July.
Yeah, we've been celebrating since July 5th, so it was very alarming to see the Christmas stuff out at Target. So you're like, what are you doing?
I know.
But that's fine. We're gonna commit.
I'm a little ready for Christmas.
I'm gonna lean into it this year.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about the holidays at Universal in just a little bit. But I want to start off talking a little bit more about Epic Universe because, like I said, the opening date May 22nd, 2025. Crazy to say 2025. Crazy to say the fifth month in 2025. But tickets are now on sale. So if you want to start planning that vacation, now is the time to do it. There's a little bit of some crazy information about these tickets, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it, stud.
I mean,
I'm giving you. That was my best Sandy from Greece.
Tell me about it, stud. I mean, their initial rollout phase of tickets only included multi-day tickets that only include one day at Epic Universe, and the others there's different combinations of base tickets, park hoppers between Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, and Volcano Bay, but only one day of a 3-day or longer ticket package includes Epic Universe. So they're definitely controlling the masses a bit, which, I mean, hopefully works in their favor and it's not too hectic. Yeah.
That's why it's kind of wild to me. I knew there was that rumor going around for a while, but so right now I think I have in your article you say 2-day base ticket plus 1 day at Epic Universe, which the ticket allows admission to one park, Universal Studios Florida or Universal Islands of Adventure for 2 days plus 1 day at Epic Universe, and those opening day prices for an adult that price is $481.99. Children ages 3 to 9 are $471.99. You got a $10 discount for those people.
Yeah.
But a 2-day 3 park to park ticket plus 1 day at Epic Universe. So if you're like, well, we're going to do the hopper thing, which I feel like I recommend for Universal Studios Florida. I mean,
especially
Epic.
to experience all of what Wizarding World has to offer and do the Hogwarts Express, you do need a park hopper for that experience.
Yeah.
Either way. But what's so interesting about these tickets that they're offering that include Epic Universe, that means that if anybody wants to go to Epic Universe during the initial opening phase for more than one day, you have to purchase multiple.
Yeah, you did for like 6 days.
And that is very expensive.
I'm curious too. I didn't read through it enough, and maybe that information isn't in there. But if you did 2 of these back to back, do you have to select the day that you're going to Epic Universe? You must, right?
You do. I believe the tickets, it's in the fine print. I believe the tickets are valid for a 7-day consecutive time period. So the moment that you first use the ticket. And you do have to select the time period because the prices vary depending on peak period, season, dates that you go. Yeah.
Well, the reason why I asked that, because I was like, well, could you get, so if you got the 2 Epic Universe days together and you were like, this is all I care about, that's how much you're going to pay for that ticket. It's $481 times 2 or whatever the price is. I said a second ago, $482. So if you're doing the park to park like Hopper at the other parks, it's going to be $581.99 per person. Wild, but. There's a lot to look forward to in this park. I am excited. If you are an annual pass holder at Universal Orlando Resort, I do believe you have the ability, I don't know if it's sold out or what it is, to buy some one-day tickets.
Right? I know the first day sold out pretty quickly, and I believe a few days after that might be gone by now. But yes, pass holders can purchase tickets to Epic Universe.
Which is really what they have to do, because how else, you're not, as a pass holder, you wouldn't be buying 3 days.
Well, they've said that there's no annual pass that will include Epic Universe right now.
That is crazy to me. So it's basically like you guys can't come in until the crowd dies down, and then you can add it to your pass.
That might be smart, though, because, I mean, as long as they've been building Epic Universe, there's such a huge lead up. We haven't seen a new theme park to this level, I mean, in a long time. Even Animal Kingdom was back in 1998. That was well before social media.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, that was well before social media and a whole new generation, different dynamic generation of theme park fans. And let alone all of the IP that's being pumped into this park. Like, it is a huge deal. So I feel like this is probably the best method they could go with. It's kind of like a wait and see and how this is all going to be laid out, but I feel like this is kind of what they have to do. Otherwise, studios and Islands of Adventure are going to be completely empty when Epic Universe opens. Like, everybody's going to be at Epic Universe every day exploring it.
I got no complaints about that.
I know, right?
I like an empty
I'll just be on ET Adventure back to back. Let me be Velocicoaster and
I was going to say, of all the attractions to choose.
I love ET. What the heck?
I like ET too.
Yeah. I want to go to the Green Planet. Let's go.
We do have more. So you're like, oh well, the park. So that's the park, and we have more information about some of our monster friends. It is Halloween.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that in a second, because I feel like I just want to stay on the idea of like people traveling to this park. Like, so you're going to be buying those 3 days tickets, and you're like, where are we staying? We're staying at one of the other hotels, or we're staying at one of the new hotels. So you might not be super well versed in all of this, but there are 3 hotels that are going to open or will be opened by the time this opens. I just want to like kind of run through and re-summarize those a little bit, because one of them had a shift in its opening day. Up first is Universal Stella Nova Resort, which is inspired by the infinite vastness of the unknown universe, where galaxies spiral ever outward and unknown worlds revolve around unnamed stars. Universal Stella Nova Resort opens January 21st, 2025. The hotel will be highlighted in serene teals and calming purples to provide a feeling of ease. Quick service dining will be available at Cosmos Cafe and Market. The 10,000 square foot pool area will include a relaxing hot tub, comfortable lounge, and tabletop seating, a fire pit, and more. The Galaxy Bar and Galaxy Grill will be serving burgers, quesadillas, and salads by the pool. I know it's pronounced quesadilla. Everybody, it's a joke. You can also unwind at night with classic and specialty cocktails curated with unique ingredients at the Nova Bar in the hotel lobby. So that's Universal Stella Nova Resort. Let's talk about the sister resort to this, which is Universal Terra Luna Resort, which is inspired by the thrill of exploring the unknown, pushing the limits of discovery, and stepping into new landscape. This hotel, which is the one that had its opening day changed, this hotel is going to be opening March 25th, 2025. So Stella Nova Resort, January 21st, 2025. Terra Luna Resort, March 25th. Okay.
All right.
Terra Luna will be at, and this is how you know the difference. You're like, well, how do I know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, first of all, if you don't know you're in a different hotel, I don't know what to tell you. No, Terra Luna will be accented with fresh surroundings and terrestrial greens and golds. Quick service dining will be available at Omega Cafe and Market. The 10,000 square foot pool area will include a relaxing hot tub, comfortable lounge and tabletop seating, a fire pit, and more. The Moonrise Bar and Moonrise Grill will be serving burgers, quesadillas, and salads by the pool. You can also unwind at night with classic and specialty cocktails curated with unique ingredients at the Luna Bar in the hotel lobbies. These hotels will have the normal Universal Orlando Resort benefits like early park admission to Volcano Bay and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter up to 1 hour before the park opens, complimentary shuttle bus transportation, resort-wide charging privileges, complimentary merchandise delivery, and, get this one, more. Yeah. I know.
Wow.
Breathtaking. The hotels will have a complimentary state-of-the-art fitness center, locker rooms with showers, game rooms with standard arcade and video games, 1,000 square foot multi-purpose recreation rooms, and a Universal Orlando Resort store. That's honestly probably going to feature some Universal Stella Nova and Terra Luna Resort merchandise. Like the rest of the Universal hotels, they are brought to life by the Universal creative team and are co-owned and operated by Lowe's Hotels and Company. Each hotel will have 750 double queen rooms sleeping 4 guests, meaning 1,500 rooms total. The price point starts at $147 per night plus tax on a stay of 4 nights or more. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I actually think that's pretty cheap.
Hey, Ryno.
Yeah. What?
I need you to give me some space.
Oh, God, Carl. I forgot you were going to tell that joke.
I'm so excited for these
Did
resorts.
not care for it.
I'm so excited for these resorts. Come on.
I love space.
Me too. I'm one of those kids that wanted to go to Kennedy Space Center's space camp as a kid, and my parents just never did it for me. It's
Boo.
fine. But I did study a lot of space as a homeschooled girly, and I enjoyed it very much. And I'm obsessed with space. I'm a galactic girly. I love it so much. So I'm really excited for an originally themed hotel where it's not specifically tied to any IP per se, but we're gonna have
I'm
some
laughing
space. What are
because
you
in my
laughing
head, there was a joke on one of the not Universal shows. It was one of the Disney shows. And somebody was like, oh, yeah, you love that so much? Name 3. So I was like, you
Name
love space
3 planets.
space so much? Name 3 space.
Space.
Like, I like it when the question doesn't make sense. But so there is a third hotel, Universal Helios Grand Hotel. This is going to be the crown jewel of this whole new area. It is a Lowe's hotel. It's going to be spectacular. Apparently, it says it in the reading. It's going to be 500-room resort located at the park. You hear me?
Yes.
At the park.
With park views.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to be brought to life by the same award-winning Universal creative team and co-owned and operated by Lowe's Hotels and Company. Universal Helios Grand Hotel is a majestic Mediterranean-inspired escape designed to blend immersion and relaxation to create a hotel stay like no other. This palatial, which I didn't know this word till you wrote it in this article, features tranquil sleeping accommodations, entertaining amenities, that's a word, for the whole family to enjoy, divine dining options, and a stunning rooftop bar, and the hotel's very own dedicated entrance to the new theme park. So I think this whole description is really cool. There's going to be a rooftop bar. So when you go to bed, you're going to be looking right into this park. Some of the rooms will be.
Yeah.
There's going to be serene guest rooms. There's spacious suites with many of the rooms offering fantastic views of Epic Universe. Like I said, the hotel is also going to have How to Train Your Dragon kids suites, which I think is fun. That's a big deal. Mm-hmm. And what are you going to get by staying there? Well, guess what? You have a dedicated entrance into Universal Epic Universe right off of the hotel lobby. There is a bar, Helios, as well, a sparkling and stylish rooftop bar. I think this sounds really cool. Bar Helios at Universal Helios Grand Hotel offers a delectable menu of creative tapas and familiar favorites, thoughtfully handcrafted specialty cocktails, and unmatched 360-degree views of Epic Universe and beyond. Well, I hate to break it to anybody. Over there, you're really just looking at the Florida Mall. But that's fine. Or iDrive, actually, because you can... I bet you can easily, from the roof of this hotel, see the... whatever it's called now,
Icon
the
Park.
Orlando Eye. Yeah, I don't
Icon
know.
Park, yeah.
I don't know, girl. There is a resort-style pool with underwater speakers, poolside cabanas available for rent, a hot tub, poolside movies, recreational activities. There's a bunch of dining options. There's Flora Taverna, a full-service restaurant overlooking Overlooking. Yep,
Overlooking.
you heard me.
Oh, yeah.
Overlooking the beautiful scenery of Celestial Park. We have Aurora Market, a contemporary coffee shop and market. There's Lotus Lagoon, a poolside bar and grill to cool off with refreshing cocktails, non-alcoholic beverages, casual fare, salads, burgers, the likes. It also comes with all those other perks that we talked about, except they haven't said anything about Express. So, and traditionally Universal, like when they open new parks and things like that, they do not offer Express, which I very, very, very much appreciate. I think it helps with line management and crowds, and it kind of puts everybody like on that same level. So I appreciate it. I kind of hope they don't have Express here for a while, maybe the first year or something, just see how it goes.
Well, even thinking about Universal Studios Hollywood, I don't believe they have Express at the new Mario Kart attraction, right? Wasn't it just virtual queue and then standby and then...
It wasn't even a virtual queue, I don't think ever. I think you literally had to like, it was virtual queue to get in the land, and then it was just standby for the attraction.
Oh, okay. And then they closed off the standby at certain points when it got too full.
I think it was like whenever it got over like 6 hours.
I feel like that's going to be like their what's the word? Their way of...
you have to think. You just told me, I mean, I know you said it was for annual pass holders was sold out. See, you're telling me the theme park on the first day, it will be sold out.
I mean,
I don't know that many people listening, many people in my life, us in general, have we been in a park when it is literally at capacity and they will not let people in? I would say that when I worked at Disney, I remember Christmas time, New Year's, they would start to close like phases.
Yes.
But I'm talking like capacity.
Yeah.
That is something where I'm like, I think we gotta mentally start playing that game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 Wild. I wanted to go back really quick because you said there's speakers underwater.
No, we only go forward. Yeah, there
Okay.
are. Apparently, they do that at the Hard Rock.
Okay, this is Disney, but I just learned that they took them out of the pools at Art of Animation.
What?
Because kids were staying underwater for too long and it was becoming an issue. I'm sorry, it's not funny.
I don't mean to laugh at that, but good
Lord. I know,
Lord.
it's kind of funny
I'm
and
sorry.
kind of adorable and kind
That's
of
called
sad.
evolution at that point.
Rhino.
I mean, I'm not wishing it happens. I'm just saying it feels a little like...
Yeah, I know. Someone just told me that used to work at that resort, and I was like, whoa, I know there's speakers going over into the new pool.
You know what that's the
Universal,
equivalent of? Ready? Mommy, I can't see. Well, honey, open your eyes.
The blonde joke of putting a scratch and sniff sticker at the bottom of the pool. Okay.
Oh.
But are you blonde?
Is there anyone else you could offend? I have a blonde spot on my hair, so you've offended.
Else I can offend
right here,
me?
you can
It's
see
not
it.
my joke.
You have offended.
I'm kind of blonde.
You have offended 2% of my body. Okay. Well, I want to pass it off to you again now to guide us through, because you wrote another article about some really, really, really exciting stuff, news that we got
Most
this week.
hyped.
We got a pretty awesome look. I think Chloe and I are in agreement that we are both most excited for...
Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein
Hey, wait, Chloe.
experiment. Yeah, Dark Universe.
Do you think it's going to be off the chain?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be off the chain.
Well, here's the
This
thing.
is the chain.
Here's the
You
chain.
break the chain.
It's off it.
You break it. Don't
Yeah.
tell Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. Good one. Good one.
Yeah. So, just this week, Universal surprisingly unveiled. I didn't think we'd get a close look at these animatronics this far out, but they unveiled what the animated figures are going to look like inside the Dark Universe premiere attraction, Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment. They look incredible. I honestly, I'm going to just put my little personal opinion in here first before I dive into this. I was a little scared of what these monsters looked like at first with the initial concept art that they released. They looked very different from our classic monsters, and these new animated figures look pretty lifelike for one, and then they clean them up a bit to give them like a modernized look, but they still ring true to their iconic look from classic Universal monsters. Okay, so let's dive in. This attraction promises to unleash over a dozen legendary monsters, including Frankenstein's monster, Dracula, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and the Wolfman, with the most advanced lifelike robotic technology ever created.
And how many monsters is that you just named? 5?
5. And
so they just said over a dozen.
Yep, over a dozen.
That's exciting.
So they say that this groundbreaking dark ride will feature 14 of the most ambitious and lifelike animated figures ever created, each one depicting one of the monsters that will prey upon us in what promises to be Universal Orlando's most terrifying attraction yet. And we're talking, I mean, there's rumors now that there's going to be scare actors. Actually, it's not a rumor. I'm pretty sure they said it at a recent convention. There's going to be scare actors in the queue, at least for the opening couple of months of the attraction to get people hyped. But I don't know if they said scare actors. They said jump scares in the queue. So it could be different technology used. They could use I don't know, different little tricks throughout the queue. And maybe they do use live scare actors, but that's pretty exciting.
Well, it could be a thing, it could be the thing, like literally what they do in one of the haunted houses where like the painting drops or like the, one of those like, where it's like the cloth and it like the light comes on behind it.
Or
Someone's
even
watching
something,
you.
I mean, walking through HHN now, one of the tricks that almost always gets me is when you're walking through a little hallway and you kind of feel yourself step up onto a wooden, platform and it shakes and something drops onto the wood. So it like makes this loud boom crash sound and the ground shakes beneath you. That's scary.
Yeah.
Nothing might
it fries my nerves. Yeah.
Yes. So that might be happening. But anyway, so in the attraction, this is going to be, I'm sure you guys have talked about this when Dark Universe first released, right? You talked about like the ins and outs of what this attraction is.
Well, I mean, we talked about the land, but if you just want to give like the little bit of the story, I know it's like, it's Victoria Frankenstein, which I don't know if it was in your article. It wasn't your article, but it was somebody else's. Like I looked at. She's supposed to be the great granddaughter of who?
Henry Frankenstein.
Who is Henry Frankenstein?
That's the Dr. Frankenstein that creates Frankenstein's monster.
I thought it was Victor.
Right? Oh.
Am I insane? I'm going to Google it. You read the story. So you're the second person to say that, and that's why I was like, I am so confused. I always thought his name was Victor Frankenstein. But am I thinking that because of Young Frankenstein?
I don't know. Let's Google it.
It's pronounced Frankenstein, first of all.
Frankenstein. So this attraction, excitingly, is going to be just like the Kuka Arm attraction that is Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. So it's going to give you like lots of sweeping motion and your feet will be dangling, and it kind of makes you feel a little vulnerable. And I feel like I was just talking about this with a friend earlier. Forbidden Journey, I get scared in like the Dementor scene, the Aragog and Spider scene because
intense every time.
Your things are moving towards you and you're also moving towards them. So there's like this like quick sweeping motion of almost colliding with something, and that mixed with again a vulnerable position of just like being locked into this vehicle with your legs dangling. I feel like there's another element of thrill there that you don't quite get with another attraction type.
Okay. Chloe.
Oh yes, go ahead.
Here we go. I've got beep, 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 beep.
This just in.
This doesn't answer anything.
Okay.
I've interrupted you for no reason.
Great.
Except for to completely agree with you about how scary Forbidden Journey is.
Yeah,
yes,
I love
because
it,
going right up to that spider, the dragon. I don't know what it is. I get little like goosebumps in my legs because I think maybe the legs are dangling or something. But like knowing I'm about to swing around and that dragon's head's right there.
Yeah.
And you always like hold just a second longer than I want, and then it blows the fire out. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary to be that close to it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, the Dementor scene is like one of those where I'm like
you can see.
I'm always like,
little...
one more is too many. One more is too many. Like, and I can't do it. Like
I always forget in Hollywood they still have their like hands and arms in that version. They don't in Orlando.
Yeah,
but
it's scarier. I think they're scarier in Hollywood.
They are scary. Yeah. They are so scary in Hollywood, and there's never a wait for that attraction. So I always do it. There's one scene like before you go back down into a dome screen. There's like 10 Dementors like right in your face, and I forget about it because we don't have it in Orlando.
I guess like I don't know if like Craig told me because I think that's the attraction. He worked at Dueling Dragons, but Forbidden Journey. I think he said they're there. You just can't see them here.
I don't think they have them.
But I don't know. So it's one that I always think I'm going to look for, but then I'm too scared.
Let's go on our
Okay, but here's what well, I'm not good at the research because guess what? This Henry Victor debate.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I Googled Henry Frankenstein. And in this wiki it says Dr. Henry Frankenstein is the main protagonist in the classic Universal adaptation of Mary Shelley's 1818 novel Frankenstein.
Yes.
Ready? Okay, so I Googled who is Victor Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein is a fictional character who first appeared as the titular main protagonist of Mary Shelley's 1818 novel, Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus.
Names?
So I'm going to keep reading this while you
Okay.
keep doing the description, and hopefully I will have answers.
All right, you got it. So back to our premier attraction. within Dark
Henry and
Universe.
Victoria, whoever.
We're going to dive deep into the catacombs of Frankenstein Manor, where Dr. Victoria Frankenstein, the great-great-granddaughter of the infamous Henry Frankenstein, I'm assuming that's what it is because
Oh my God.
Universal. What's
Okay, so I Googled Henry to see where it is in this article, and it says in-universe information. Nickname, Dr. Frankenstein. Henry von Frankenstein, which is the 1931 film. Mad Scientist or the Modern Prometheus. So they might have just changed his name.
I think they changed it probably to avoid confusion because it is too close to Victoria. I don't know.
No, it's Henry in the movie.
Okay. Well,
Okay, sorry, go on.
that's all right. This is where Victoria Frankenstein conducts her twisted and misguided experiments. In a vain display of her genius, she invites all to witness a demonstration of her ability to control monsters. But her plans go awry, of course, when a horde of enraged monsters are unleashed. You'll then embark on a terrifying ride through the darkness as you try to evade Dracula, the Wolfman, the creature from the Black Lagoon, my favorite, and more. So like we said, they released photos and video of their movement. We got Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, and Gillman, the creature from the Black Lagoon himself, with those terrifying teeth and his gills that are just like, they look like they're like swimming in water.
It looks
like,
so good.
Oh my God, it looks
So
so
good.
good. I'm so excited. They also shared that if you're not brave enough for Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment, you'll still have the opportunity to meet, greet, and take photos with legendary monsters and characters as they explore throughout Dark Universe, including Dr. Victoria Frankenstein's monster, so this new look monster, and the alluring Bride of Frankenstein. I'm assuming she'll look like a classic one? I don't know. You can also encounter other unusual inhabitants roaming.
Wait, who did you just say? I'm sorry.
So this says that you'll be able to meet Dr. Victoria Frankenstein's monster, so the new monster that's going to be featured in the ride.
Yeah, because he's got a suit jacket on. He means business,
Right? And he's got like
Yeah.
lots of stitches and staples. And the alluring Bride of Frankenstein. So is she based on like a newer look, or is she based on the classic?
Well, I'm
look?
guessing then maybe she's one of the, because when you started reading the thing at the beginning, I was like, oh, they only named 5 monsters right there. Mm-hmm. I mean, we only saw 5, but
This
they
is
said
talking
12.
This is talking about roaming the land. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if she's also
Oh, yeah.
in the
I
ride.
think so.
And,
Probably. I
and
hope so.
Like, yeah. So maybe the
So-
Phantom's there too. Who knows?
Yeah. Also, throughout the land, I'm really excited about this. You can also encounter other unusual inhabitants roaming the airy village, including Dr. Victoria Frankenstein's assistant, Igor, with a Y, the Invisible Man.
Pronounced Igor.
The Invisible Man.
Well, but will we be able to see him? Are they being
I know.
cheeky?
I think he's gonna be wrapped up with his sunglasses.
See, I'd like that.
right?
Yeah, that would be cute. I hope
He's-
so.
I love him. He's so underrated. An eccentric monster hunter and a talented musician who regales guests with songs and tales.
No, thank you.
So
Sorry,
no,
no.
Streamosphere, come on, we love to see it.
You know, you can literally tell when my cheeks start clenching when somebody walks into a room with a guitar. I'm sure some people will like it. I do appreciate it. I'm just kidding. I do appreciate that there's Streamosphere. I love that it really feels like this land will feel very alive, and
Yeah.
I like the fact that we will get to meet the characters, because I do think that is something that currently in the Universal like theme parks, with the
Orlando
exception of
specifically.
the exception
Yeah.
of like I know you meet the Simpsons, and it's like Scooby-Doo and Betty Boop and stuff all in this one area.
Scooby-Doo.
But like in their lands, like there's no real Harry Potter. It's because and I'm not saying I want to meet Harry Potter, but maybe one of the other more make-upped characters, so you're not like, that's not Daniel Radcliffe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's that element that I feel like is sometimes like, I don't know, kind of miss it a little bit. And so it's nice that we're going to have a whole bunch of them roaming around, so it really adds to that feel. Also, I just love the idea that this could very much, like you just said it, it's a castle, it's a Kuka arm attraction, so it very much seems like it's using the design of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter to come to life, which to
Yeah.
me says this will be one of the best themed areas in that park.
Yeah,
I think they're all going to be
absolutely.
great, but
One character.
I've got more breaking news too.
Oh, okay.
They changed his name for the movie. In most film adaptations of Frankenstein, the character named Victor Frankenstein in the novel is changed to Henry because filmmakers believed the name Victor sounded too harsh and unsympathetic to audiences, making Henry a more relatable and marketable name. That makes no sense to me, but go ahead.
Before we move on, I just want to touch on, if you go to the Epic Universe Preview Center right now, they have photo backdrops of basically the portals that you'll enter into each of the 5 differently themed lands, and you should go there for other reasons too. Obviously, the model is so lovely to take in. I can just stand there for hours looking at everything. But the the Dark Universe one has like this Grim Reaper type character off in the corner. They don't mention him here. It doesn't sound like he's a monster hunter or the man that's going to be regaling guests with songs. But I hope that there's like some other characters that they're that they'll surprise us with, because I would love like the Death Eaters throughout Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
Like, I want that, like, dark and mysterious, like, oh, who is that over there? And you kind of, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I want the townsfolk.
I love Grim Reapers.
I want a little bit of that.
Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I want give me a new monster.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Okay.
You don't trust them.
Yeah, no.
That's okay.
I mean, I'm glad we're getting the Invisible Man. I'm really happy about that. I hope one day we get maybe an expansion on the creature, maybe like a little water ride or something. I'm dreaming here, I know.
I mean, it's exciting that he's in the ride, because I feel like was there a concern that he might not be?
No, they released some concept art a while ago that had him in it, but he was looking not so fantastic in my eyes. So
yeah,
he looks great now.
These
I'm
animatronics look absolutely incredible, because they released some still images that are just like,
it's hard to it's hard to imagine, like, I don't know. I feel like this attraction is just going to blow us away. I'm so excited for it.
I think if you were like, you can only do one, what are you going to do? It would be this one for me. Yeah, like, I mean, I've done Super Mario, so that's where I'm like, okay, I don't need to do it again. Not I don't need a degree, and I look forward to doing it again, but I'm like, it's like this one is one where I'm like, cool, very cool. Like, I don't know how to put it into words right now, but
no, I'm most excited for this land for sure. For sure, I'm excited for it all, but Dark Universe, we've waited a long time for a land specifically themed to, especially when they closed Monster Cafe, and we have a little bit of classic Monsters with Horror makeup show, but this is exciting.
I just think I love too that Universal's kind of taken a different angle. Like, it's not necessarily current. Yes, they are doing this like reimagined universe. So they've been doing it. They've done the new Invisible Man. They've done. Yeah. We've got. Hopefully it'll be good. That new Wolfman movie coming out in January. I don't know. I've seen it. I don't care what he looked like. But like they're, they keep trying to do these. So I like. This is that sort of element where I like that this park was like, okay, we're going to have the monsters, but because we know that we remake these stories, and because these stories are like timeless and keep going, we are going to do our own story here and incorporate them all, but be hopefully very honorable to that material that people have come to know and love. I just love that Universal was like, in our brand new theme park, we are going to have a land that celebrates the movies that put Universal like on the map. And I love that. I can't, I don't know that. I don't want to be like, I don't know that Disney would do the same thing, because I mean, they finally made a Mickey Mouse attraction with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, but at the same time, it's like,
what did
I don't know.
What did they sacrifice for that, Ryno?
I know. Sorry to bring it up.
No, really quick, I just wanted to touch on the other cool attraction that's going to be in Dark Universe.
What is it?
Have you been on Sierra Sidewinder at Knott's Berry Farm? It's a little spinning coaster in Camp Snoopy.
If it spins, no.
Oh, it's really fun though. It's not too crazy, I promise. But it's the same. It's from Mock Rides, and they're essentially creating a Wolfman themed coaster that spins. But it's like a free spinning coaster, so it's not quite like Guardians where they're controlling where you're looking or anything like that, or Gringotts even. But I don't know, it's just fun. You're like on this little spinning puck of a coaster car, and as you're making turns and stuff, it's just like, it's not crazy spinning or like Primeval Whirl even. It's like, I don't know, like, it's hard to explain. As you're banking turns and stuff, it's just like you're free to just like loop over to the side and then loop back around this way. It's just fun. I can't wait to do it. I'm glad that we finally got in Orlando. Okay. You need to let's go do Sierra Sidewinder next time we're in California.
Are there only 2 attractions in this land?
Just 2 for now, but there is room for expansion. A hint, Creature from the Black Lagoon Flume Ride.
You know what just while we're on the subject, I'd like to see some more boat, right? Like Universal doesn't have any like boat rides really, right?
Do they have any water rides
I don't
besides
think so.
like Dudley Do Right and Popeye?
Yeah, but even
We
then,
need some dark
I'm talking
water rides.
I'm talking like a Pirates of
Yeah.
the Caribbean sort of a thing,
You're
like
so
something like that.
right.
And I was like, I don't think
Jurassic
they really
Park
have those.
a little bit, but
Yeah, a little bit. I would say Jurassic Park is the most of those that you named. The rest are just like flume rides and a rapid ride. But yeah. Well, I mean, I guess technically Jurassic Park is a little bit too. But it's got, I don't know. I was like, So if you said creature, and I'm just thinking like, oh, something that continues the story, I'd be like a water ride. Maybe.
I got an idea. Turn Villain Con into a water ride.
Girl, I don't even think there's enough. I don't think there's enough room.
No.
Well, it is Halloween, and you're probably watching this after Halloween if you even watched it at all.
It's always Halloween in our hearts.
Yeah, but I do want to talk about before we go the holidays, because this is this is the time of the year that I am like, I think Universal, not just this time of year. They excel at a lot of things. They excel at Halloween. They excel at holidays. The Mardi Gras celebration is absolutely fantastic too. They have these really cool celebrations, specifically Mardi Gras and Christmas, where you get a lot more value in your ticket sometimes because it's all included. Like, like the concerts for Mardi Gras is crazy.
And I'm going to
which we don't know yet, but
a shameless plug to contact Dreams Unlimited Travel, because right now Universal has a crazy good deal with that free dining card.
Oh, yeah.
And that is valid through the holidays.
And what's it like, up to $1,000?
Yeah. And that takes care of all of your holiday meals, all your snacks. Like, there's going to be some exclusive seasonal treats around the resort. Like, you definitely want to plan.
Oh, for sure.
Especially before the resort gets a little busier for 2025.
I forgot that not forgot it was a thing, but I kind of forgot, because when I think about the seasonal food, honestly, my mind just snaps to Halloween Horror Nights, because you're like private ticket event, all this stuff. But yeah, you're right. Like, because Craig and I have gone around before, like that's where I first had like the peanut butter eggnog.
Yeah.
The Universal eggnog is good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to do some of that. But we got a bunch of details about the holidays, and I know you wrote that up, so you're well versed in that.
I did. So everything.
I can't read.
Well, I can't read.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Sorry, wrong studio.
You're good. So they're celebrating the holiday season all around Universal Orlando Resort. So the destination-wide celebration kicks off November 22nd and runs through December 31st this year. Here's a little overview. First up, we have Christmas in the Wizarding World, which is taking place at both Diagon Alley at Universal Studios Florida and Hogsmeade at Universal Islands of Adventure. We'll have festive decor throughout both lands, including twinkling lights, themed wreaths, and garland. And when I say themed wreaths, Brenda, have you noticed the themed like garland and wreaths outside each shop in like Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade? No.
Like last year?
Like details within the decorations.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite things is like a lot of the if you look at it, like the wreaths or the garland always has like little
there's things
nods
like
to stuff.
Yeah, like outside each shop has its own set of decorations, like themed to what's inside, or like even if it's just a facade.
Like the tribute store, that'll have it. I remember last year, I think it had like stuff from like Back to the Future in it. And like,
I'm just talking about Harry Potter right now. We're gonna get to the
just
tribute
Harry
store.
Potter. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
So back to Wizarding World. You can also enjoy special holiday performances from the Frog Choir in Hogsmeade, as well as Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees in Diagon Alley.
I do really actually like Celestina Warbeck.
Me
It's one of
too.
those
It's a
like,
great
I
little
know I've
show.
made like kind of like comments about Streetmosphere, but like
You're forgiven.
that
It's fine.
show is genuinely like
No, it's
good.
amazing. Yeah. There's also the holiday exclusive Hogwarts Castle projection show called The Magic of Christmas at Hogwarts Castle, which will play nightly in Hogsmeade from dusk to park close. It's typically like every 20-25 minutes. And of course, don't forget to grab my personal favorite type of butterbeer, hot butterbeer, to sip and savor as you explore. Let's see. Grinchmas is taking place at Islands of Adventure.
Holiday Hoobie Wuddy.
Holiday Hoopy Waddy. You'll be able to enjoy a live retelling of the fan favorite How the Grinch Stole Christmas at the beloved stage show Grinchmas Hula Day Spectacular. Seuss Landing, the land within Islands of Adventure, becomes home to Whoville with whimsical holiday decor and special appearances from Who's
that?
Who knows?
Who's that?
Character photo opportunities with the mean one himself, the Grinch, will also be
This line last year, I think some TikTok person or somebody must have done something about it, because it was like 8 hours long.
It's long. I mean,
They did the virtual queue, right? I think.
Yeah,
ended up doing
they
it?
typically end up utilizing virtual queue because it can get out of hand and it
Yeah.
sells out quickly in the morning. So if you're planning on meeting the Grinch, I would definitely show up at Rope Drop and find out how you can. It's usually within the app. You can.
Honestly,
scan the code, like,
I
at
would
the
consider.
Sioux Landing.
I mean, we haven't done it in a while, in years, and so I think we're gonna have to do it this year. But I would consider, if is like your priority, I would do maybe like the breakfast.
Yeah, I have that in here too.
Perfect.
So we'll definitely talk.
Tell
about
me,
that.
I'm gonna keep ruining your leads.
I know. Seriously,
Sorry.
be quiet.
Shut up.
Shut up. All right. Next, we have the Holiday Parade, Tribute Store, and more, all taking place at Universal Studios Florida. So, in Universal's Holiday Parade featuring Macy's, beloved stories and characters from Despicable Me, Shrek, and Madagascar, and cherished holiday traditions come to life as colorful holiday floats, characters, roaming performers, and enormous balloons flying high above the streets.
Where do you think the tribute store is going to be this year?
I'll cover that in just a second.
Oh, you
Let me
already.
get through
Good
this. Let me
Lord.
get through
Okay.
this.
Okay. No more talking for me.
Capping off the parade is Santa Claus aboard his sleigh.
Santa!
And then after the parade each day is when they light the huge 80-foot Christmas tree that's in the Hollywood area of the park. You can't miss it. This tree is ginormous. And then you'll be able to shop an all-new immersive holiday tribute store, which is an attraction in of itself, as we know, filled with seasonal merchandise collections and treats. And then you'll also be able to meet and greet your favorite characters dressed in their holiday best, including Earl the Squirrel, the Mystery Machine Gang in Hollywood, SpongeBob and Friends at SpongeBob StorePans, and much more. And this is like, so I love what they do for the holidays, both Mardi Gras and Christmas. They dress up these characters in like Christmas scarves or like a special little Christmas hat, and it's just a little touch, but it's just super cute. I want to go meet SpongeBob in his little Christmas garb, you know?
I
Patrick?
love Earl the Squirrel.
I know you do.
love, and he's
Yeah.
a hot item to be able to try and get to meet. So
Yeah. So Tribute Store, they have not said where the location exactly is.
Well, it's curious because I would have
Both
thought
stores.
to build it by now.
Yeah.
They would have had to close the movie
They've
theater
got a
one.
couple days, November 22nd. So
Okay, that's true.
HHN ends the 3rd. So who knows how long the movie
Who?
one's lasting?
Who?
HHN.
The Who's know?
Halloween. Oh.
Oh.
Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see it back where the HHN one is because
Yeah.
I like it. I like that location.
And I
want to
keep the video store.
I know. I also want to keep.
Just rotate the merch in there. Come on.
It fits so well, and they could easily just infuse. I'm jumping ahead here, I know, but Jaws is celebrating 50 years next year, and I feel like that is the prime location for a Jaws themed tribute store, and that's the only thing I will forgive them for replacing this mega movie video store tribute store.
Is it
I said too- I
Jaws?
said too
Is it
many.
Jaws? Summertime Jaws?
We're gonna need a bigger tribute store.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I hope that parade stays around after the holidays though.
So yeah, me too. So all of what I just mentioned is included in your theme park admission.
Oh wow.
But these are holiday add-on experiences.
Oh.
For an additional cost, the Universal Holiday Tour is returning, which offers a guided journey through popular holiday experiences, including an exclusive meet and greet with Grinch and Max, the dog.
That's the best part.
What?
I got to meet him last year.
It also includes small plates, delectable desserts, and non-alcoholic beverages in Universal Studios Florida, reserved seating at Grinchmas Holiday Spectacular at Islands of Adventure, an exclusive meet and greet photo opportunity with Santa Claus, an after-hours showing of the magic of Christmas at Hogwarts Castle, so you don't have the rustle and bustle of crowds.
Yeah.
And perhaps the least appealing perk to me, but you know, who knows?
Who?
Priority access to Illumination's Villain Con Minion Blast, subject to change and based on availability.
Oh wow,
And I'm just
that
gonna
ride's
say
popular.
this. Okay. Let me get through this next sentence, and I have something I'd like to say.
Okay.
The Universal Holiday Tour is available on select dates beginning the November 25th through December 29th. Pricing begins at $79.99 per person plus tax, and separate theme park admission is required. So this is a plus kind of experience. Hear me out though. VillainCon?
Of all
I'd be willing
the
to pay a little bit more money and get me on Hagrid's.
Well, I was going to ask, is it just because it's just taking you to the stuff at Universal Studios Florida? But
No,
it's not.
it's
'cause
all over.
Grinchmas is technically you have to go in the other park for it.
Yeah, they're marketing it as like it's the newest attraction, but like I don't need priority act. It's almost always a walk on
No thanks.
and a walk through because it's a standing attraction. Anyways,
I mean, I don't think I dislike it as much as you, but I
No,
also
you
haven't done it as much. But
Sorry, I'll be nicer.
I think they picked random. Yeah.
It's a little,
Why not take me on something take me to the Harry Potter ride or something.
I'm telling you though, like I would be willing to pay like, I don't know, $40-$60 more per person if that included expedited access to Hagrid's, especially if it was like a nighttime ride or maybe like early morning or something, because that attraction doesn't have express. And especially during holiday time, that's saving you about 2 hours of standby time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, instead you're getting the 5 minutes. You're getting the 5 minutes.
To stand.
Yeah.
And shoot your little pew pew. All right. So another additional thing to add. You can start your day alongside the Grinch, which we'd like to do this, and other favorite Seuss characters while dining on a delicious themed breakfast at the
Seuss
Grinch
characters.
and Friends character breakfast at Ellen's Adventure. Yeah, usually like the Cat in the Hat or like the thing.
The time that Crack and I did it like years ago, I'm talking like I can't even remember. This was probably pre-COVID. Was I think it was just like Who's. I was like, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. Like, shoo them away from my pizza.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they had green eggs and ham pizza. That's how I know how long ago it was. It had green eggs and ham pizza, but I was excited because green eggs and ham had not been open in the park for like years. It is open now, but...
Yeah, they do still offer green eggs and ham, and they also have something that's called Cindy Lou's Belgian waffles. So that's enough for me. This is taking place at Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous on select dates beginning November 22nd through December 30th. Reservations are now available for $58.99 plus tax per adult and $32.99 plus tax per child.
Yeah, I looked it up this morning. There's a bunch of dates. Yeah,
we should go.
It's not 7 days a week though, so you do have to check that app because I believe there's like a gap in a couple of times. Either those are already sold out when I looked, or
probably.
I was thinking. Maybe
it says select date,
not a little behind the magic, but I was thinking it was like the Grinch needs a break.
Oh, maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
But wait, Ryno, there's more.
There's
more.
I asked you to shut up. Why do you keep talking, Ryno?
Do you want me to do my job or what?
Do you want me to do what you asked me to do or what?
All right. So across Universal's 8 resort hotels, each of which will be decked out with festive decor for the season. Special menus will be offered for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. And there will be special holiday activities, including Christmas tree lightings, Hanukkah menorah lighting ceremonies, strolling carolers, and more. So if you're staying at your resort, be sure to check out staying at a Universal resort. If you're staying at your resort, of course you are. Don't you want to stay at your resort?
Well.
Over at City Walk, though, I'm excited for this because we all know how much we love the Dead Coconut Club. They're the
officially announced
return of the Green and Red Coconut Club is returning to City Walk's Red Coconut Club. No specific
details?
theme or anything, no details, but taking live entertainment and themed holiday cocktails. That's enough for me.
I can't remember what the theme was last year. Were the monsters in it? One time it was monsters were in there.
Yeah, it was like tiki Christmas monsters.
Yeah, that I think might have been the first year.
What was last year? Like Earl the Squirrel? I can't remember.
I don't know. I can't remember. Last year, I'm like, maybe I don't
phone.
even know if I went last year. I can't remember.
I don't know if I think
just like the time goes by so quick.
You know what I just thought of?
As we go on.
There's no more Moldorama machines.
We remember.
And they used to have one at Dead Coconut and Red and Green Coconut
Yeah,
Club.
and you know what one I got? And in the tribute store, and I would get the one I got last year, Grinch.
I didn't get a Grinch.
Yep. He's on my little
all those
display.
times I was like, I'll get it next time. I'll see what's in next
fool.
season. And no, I'm a fool.
You should have got all the monsters.
You imbecile. I did get a lot of the monsters. Okay. I really hope they bring them back. Please sort that out, Universal. Please. Also in City Walk, Earl the Squirrel will be meeting guests during select dates from the November 29th through December 28th in City Walk Plaza. And then seasonal menus will be coming to several of the restaurants, in City Walk, including Big Fire, Vivo, as well as a seasonal Christmas time milkshake at Toothsome.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I wonder if they'll offer, they had
did you hear my joke? You didn't hear my joke, did you?
What?
There's a lot happening.
What'd you call me?
You heard me.
No
laugh.
They've had, you want me to cue a laugh track? I think I've got one.
No, I just want you to laugh.
No, I'll cue it. Right. Oh, no, we don't have the sound effects today. Boo. No, I was thinking it's they used to have, or sometimes they do, like they'll have like a little, I don't want to call it a cart, like a kiosk, like a little thing at City Walk, and they'd have like some Christmas treats on it or something like that.
Yeah, they turned it into like a little Christmas village. I mean, right now it looks like a little Halloween marketplace. They have like black and orange bunting and decorations, and it's just like the typical offerings you can find in the park. But if you're just in City Walk, you can shop a lot of the in-park merchandise, and they set it up like a little market. Yeah, it's cute.
It's cute. I didn't have laughing, so you got a symbols.
That's fine.
Sorry.
I'll take it. Job well done,
I'll put those
Chloe.
away. Sorry,
Thank you.
everybody. But that's a lot. That's I think, I said I made the promise this year that like I was going to lean into Christmas the same way that or the holidays, I should say, not just Christmas, in the same way that I've been leaning into Halloween this last year. And I think it'll hopefully do well for my spirit. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting a little bit of that fun cheer. And again, we can't say it enough. It is included with the ticket. So that's a great deal. Like, so if you've never done it, I think it's a pretty great time to come around, especially like to see what, like you already said, the Harry Potter area decorated, the Whoville area. It's just like, it looks really cool, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun. It's also weird because you're like, it's 90 degrees out here.
Yeah.
But it's Christmas. You get sunburned in the line while you're waiting for Grinchmas. That happened to me before.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I wrote up all of this.
Yeah?
And I read through all of that.
Yeah?
They don't talk about the Lagoon show at all.
Is there going to be a Lagoon show?
I don't know.
Well, you know what's weird is the Lagoon show that we had this summer, which was great, the drone show. We didn't get one for Halloween Horror Nights, so we assumed something was going on. But I don't know. They spent all that money to do it. I think it'd be crazy not to do something. But I don't think they've ever had a holiday one. But why wouldn't they bring this other one back for the holidays?
I mean, it doesn't. If it's between having what we had before and nothing at all versus a whole new holiday Lagoon show, then I'll take what we had before.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes, please. Yeah, I like it.
Something to do at night at Universal Studios, too.
I like it. Well,
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Chloe. Thanks for having this conversation with me. We hope that this was informative for all of you out there. We've already said it before. Don't forget about Dreams Unlimited Travel. That dining card deal goes until like April. So
just before Epic Universe opens. So this is a good time to come visit before the crowds spike.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what else I was going to say, but that's
okay.
it. So I think we've said enough. But we, again, want to thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for watching this. If you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Leave us some comments about maybe some questions you have about Universal Orlando Resort or Epic Universe. We'll try and answer those to the best of our ability. If you want to hear some future discussion topics, we'd love that suggestion as well. If you are listening to this, please feel free to rate and review podcasts wherever you are consuming them. And, yeah, I hope everyone had a safe and happy Halloween. And remember, check your candy. Don't blow your pumpkin out. I can't remember the third rule. Well, hopefully I make it to the next episode of the Universal edition of the Diz Unplugged. But
what about your own rule for this one?
Be excellent to each other.
Yeah, that's a good one.